The G.I. Joes are back, and they are better than ever. But in this video, they take one of the greatest L's I have ever seen in comic book history. But it's fine, because they are like a phoenix. They die, only to be reborn. Very, very epic. For those of you who are lost in the sauce, go check out my G.I. Joe playlist. And if you want to get into this new Energon universe, I recommend you check out Scarlet and the Transformer and the Cobra Commander playlist as well. And maybe the Destro, if you're feeling funky. Now, let us begin, because like I said, the G.I. Joe lost. They had just watched their big man rock and roll get torn apart by this new gun, this new lasers. CoverGirl wanted to check on him, but Destro's guy said, nah, don't make me shoot a pretty girl. I don't want to, but I will. He had the team dead to rights, but he did not count on Duke. Duke was fucking crazy. He screamed for his team, G.I. Joes, get your head out of your asses. We have a job to do. Even Cobra was like, bruh, I hate this guy. Swiss cheese this prick. They did. Honestly, Clutch was watching his own boy die right in front of him, with the bad guys actually celebrating, but Duke don't die easy. Nah, he had a lot of hate and anger for his enemies, and he took them down hard. Even the Cobra Commander was impressed. Jesus Christ, we should have brought him to our side. Destro was disrespected. Why are you so calm, Commander? If we lose this tech, we lost. But the commander corrected him. Nah, this operation wasn't just for the tech. It was to send a message. We are here, and we are here to stay. Your man may die, but don't worry. The cavalry is coming. I've sent my personal guard. Now you need to remember Duke was beating this guy down. But then he heard footsteps while trying to crack this brute's skull. He saw his face, and then he saw the lights. Like thunder, he saw people putting down survivors, the most beautiful people he has ever seen. These were the Valkyries, agents of Cobra, his most deadliest and his most merciless. Duke watched these beautiful women eradicate survivors right in front of him. They killed friends, they killed soldiers. Mercer held him down and wanted to make him watch as Stalker was about to be executed. I mean, it was cruel. This was dark. Thankfully, there was another Joe in the room, the Baroness, and she was out for blood. With her set of skills, she decimated the Valkyries and said, Joes, stand up and fight. We have a mission to complete. CoverGirl was still concerned about her teammates. Shorty literally said, forget the mission. I mean, honestly, the mission was already a failure. So, Clutch used their own weapon against them. And as soon as the Cobra Commander saw this, he said, nah, they do not get to use our weapons. And to click on his wrist, all the weapons started to beep. This was self-destruct. They knew once Energon explodes, it's literally like C4. All Cobra agents evacuate now. Clutch saw them running and tossed the gun, and it went off. I mean, the whole complex went up in flames. This was a failure. Their first contact with the Cobra forces, and it was such an embarrassing loss. A lot of people died, and this was all the motivation he needed. This was all the motivation Duke needed. But first, it was time to grieve. They lost a friend. They lost a brother. One was in surgery. The other got charred. I mean, CoverGirl's arms were screwed. Clutch was gone. I mean, he was just gone. This kind of defeat they should be ashamed of, but Duke did not want to listen. He saw his face. I saw Mercer. This has Destro written all over it. We need to get the birds in the air. We need an aerial bombardment now. Each and every one of his complexes should be on fire by morning. The general, however, told him chill. We do not have the evidence. And besides, finesse, my brother. Even the Baroness thought the same, bro. You need to relax. Revenge is not the way. We have a job to do, and we will do it. Duke didn't want to hear all of that. He lost a brother. And from the corner of the room, another person spoke. Bruh, do you not understand the chain of command? It was Risk. My boy, he looked as classy as ever, but Duke just wanted to know, who the fuck are you? General introduced him. This is Risk. He is a top pilot and a very good fighter. He will be joining the team. Welcome. The Baroness looked at him and said, I know you. You're that rich prick that just looks for a thrill. And he said, aren't you the same? Now, of course, Baroness didn't mind, but Duke was offended. You added a teammate before telling me? Risk heard this and said, chill, bruh. I know you had a bad day, but I'm sure Heavy Metal was a good soldier. This pushed Duke to the edge. His name was Rock and Roll before clocking Risk in the jaw. He was pissed. I mean, the general and the Baroness had to hold him. Risk, on the other hand, found this entertaining. He needed to get this out of his system. Hey, General, let him go. Let's fight. And honestly, they fought. Jesus Christ. I wish we could have seen it, but right now, we switch perspectives to the forces of Cobra. They were successful. They didn't just get the tech, they sent a message. Do not fuck with us, or we will eradicate you. I mean, now the world was afraid. But this was just the beginning. The Cobra Commander had plans, and he was going to get everything he needed to achieve those dreams. Destro agreed, explaining further that they had another gadget to pick up, but this one came in pairs, a scientist and his device, a brainwave device. They had to split up, and Destro knew the exact agents for this job. But something was odd. An agent of theirs was acting weird. This guy apparently did not like how the suit fit, because this guy was not meant to be in that suit. This was Clutch. Remember, he just vanished. Well, apparently he didn't. He went on the cover, and now he was in the middle of the Cobra base. Shit is getting wicked, and I'm here for it. Every second of it.